Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, we're gonna be talking watches, and specifically Rolex, Datejust, and Submariner. Speaking of Datejust, I got to show you guys what's on my wrist. And it is the Rolex Datejust 16014 with the blue dial. 18 karat gold bezel, white gold bezel, and stainless steel. Now guys, I watch YouTube videos on watch content just like you. I watch the secondary market dealers and just watch enthusiasts who love talking about watches. And one thing that always comes up where I always have my own opinion on, and I want you guys to comment down below your opinion on everything I say in this video, is when they label a Rolex Datejust as entry level and beginner and not put the Rolex Submariner in that same box. Because in my experience and my opinion is that the Rolex Submariner and the Rolex Datejust are pretty much the same, just have a different look. One's for more dressy and one is for more sporty, out and about daily. But they could both fit in those same categories, dressy or active sporty, depending on the bracelet that you have on the watch, especially with the Datejust. So the Datejust come in two sizes, predominantly for male and female, the 36, but they also go up to the 41. The Submariner is only 40 millimeter and the 41 millimeter size case. In my opinion, the 36 is the perfect size for male or female. I don't care about your wrist size. The Datejust, for some reason, just gives you a certain presence. Even though the millimeter size of the case is 36, the bracelet, the dimension of it just totally fits the wrist. And to me, it's perfect. Now, I get it. A lot of YouTube videos, they love talking about the Submariner. They love giving it that hype and saying it's that classic piece that everyone needs to have. It has that look. But guys, the Rolex Datejust is the same. It's a classic Rolex piece. It's a classic lineup in the models that they have. And another point I need to make is, let's go down to the movement. The Rolex Submariner and Datejust have the same movement. The Rolex Submariner Date has the same movement as the Datejust. So let's just go with the references. 16233 has the same movement as a Submariner 16610. Price difference, way different, but you're pretty much getting the same movement. So for my car guys and girls out there, it's like buying a car, same horsepower, same torque, miles per gallon, same, but you're paying a premium for one option because the chassis is a little different than for the other. Both of the cars, the chassis are beautiful, but just one is a little bit more expensive. Now, looking at Rolex in a perspective of beginners, when it comes to all the other brands of watches, Rolex is the beginner watches, especially in the luxury market. Above that would be like AP, Patek, Vacheron, and the list goes on. I believe Omega and Rolex should be in the same lineup when it comes to, let's just say, the actual piece. Yes, Rolex did really good when it comes to marketing their pieces, and that's why they're this iconic brand that everyone needs to have. But Omega, for me, if you're just putting watches side by side, you know, you can't really see much of a difference. There's not much of a big difference. Sure, there's a design, you know, on a design perspective, they may be different, but to me, based on quality, there's a lot more watches that are higher quality than Rolex. Sure. Now, if we're gonna look at a Submariner and a Datejust, I label that as beginner. And to move up, the Explorer, the GMTs is in another category. Now, the Daytona definitely was the most hyped Rolex watch that I've seen in the past, 5 years. But you can't really put down the Daytona. As far as, of course, it being a chronograph, so it has another level of complication that's a little bit more complicated than a date function. So I can see the hype with a Daytona, but hyping up a Submariner is a little bit crazy sometimes when the prices that you pay for it. Just retail is expensive, So imagine on the secondary market how much they pay and how much you pay for them. It's just a little bit crazy. So guys, I want you to comment down below what you guys think in comparing a Rolex Datejust and a Submariner, and labeling both of these watches as entry-level beginners watches. I believe that's how they should be labeled, and not put a Submariner above a Datejust. So comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and also check out my public interviews, guys. I go around speaking to the locals, asking them what they do for a living, how much they make, and any advice they have to give based on what they do. So go check that out, give those videos a thumbs up, and thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.
Look, tell a man no trouble, I don't want beef, man, I just want vibes. Big man like me, no need for the telephone hype. I got too much getting online. One rule, then dead I'm on site. Wrong move, I bet they gon' ride. No need for the telephone hype, nah. No need for the snoozing. Big whip outside.